Hey everybody, and welcome back to the MindCatcher's channel, aka TMC Natural Beauty, and my name is Valerie. Today we are going to be playing around with the Wahala 2 palette. The reason why I have the 2 palette and I never reviewed the 1 palette is because I don't have the 1 palette. The 1 palette is always out of stock, and I realized going on Facebook's group, I think it's called Juvia's Tribe, something like that. I joined that group. Anybody can. Basically, it's just people who love Juvia's Place, and they have posted their looks, different products they've used. They give their pros, the cons. So I love that group. But anyway, I noticed that they had like a little advertisement for Wahala 2. So I was like, what? Is this new? So I jumped on it and I went and bought it. And just like I bought it, it was sold out. So I'm not sure if it's available right now today. I'm still going to have a link down below so you guys can click onto their website and see if the Wahala 1 or 2 is available, but it is constantly out of stock. So maybe that's an indication that it's very good. I don't know. This is what the palette looks like inside. You have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 shades. So as you can see, it's some glitters in there. It's some mattes in there. It is beautiful. And I'm still going to try to get the Wahala 1. I love their palettes. I love their pigmentation. And like I told you guys, I love the aesthetic of it. I just love the way it looks on your vanity or on your wall. It looks so beautiful. So I love them. I'm going to keep collecting them. But let's see what kind of a look we can come up with using this palette. I have not swatched it. I have not touched it. I actually have not watched anybody else review it. This is my first time playing around with it at all. So I'm going to start off by using my Urban Decay Primer Potion. We're going to apply that on our eyes and we're going to tap that in. And let me say right now, guys, my microphone is acting funny. So maybe my voice might go in and out. I'm not quite sure what's going on with it. I changed the batteries. If you see my mouth moving and you can't hear anything, that's because something happened. Okay, so we're just going to keep going with it and I pray everything will work out. Okay. All right, so let's go into some concealer because we want everything that's on our lids to really pop and look nice. So the only one I can see in here is, okay, I still have my NYX in here. I was wondering what happened to it. Okay, so here is my NYX concealer. It's in a pot. It's in the shade Tan. Let me find a brush to apply it. Alright guys, I'm going to start off in the brow bone area with this shade called Lit. It's right here. I'm going to see what that looks like. And I rarely start from the brow bone, but today I am. We're going to start from the brow bone and work our way down. So just a little tiny brush so I can get up nice and close without rubbing off my brows. Okay, the next thing I want to do is go into this shade called Wasted. Am I pointing right? Yeah, Wasted. It's very orangey. But just follow me, just follow me. We're gonna work it out, okay? So very lightly. Nice fluffy brush. Working it in our transition area. And those of us who really don't have one, you have kind of hooded eyes, just feel for your eyeball. I can feel it. And I just go a little bit above my eyeball. And in the process, I'm also blending a little bit of that brow bone color with our transition color. The next shade I'm going to apply is called ASAP. That's a deep dark brown, it looks like. And I'm going to use the same brush. You're going to blend, really deepen that crease area. Look how dark that is on my brush. It's a very dark shade. Let's see what it looks like on the lids. That orange shade, that Wasted, Not a fan of that. It's kind of chalky. So you're going to need a very good base to play with that one. This deep brown is amazing. Now you're really making that shade dark around the eyeball area, and you're blending it or making it lighter as you blend out. Okay? I always say a palette needs a very dark brown or a black for me. I love palettes with a deep dark brown and a black. You always need that outer corner color. That color that just makes things nice and smoky and sexy. You need that. So, loving it. You could always go back and skim around those outer edges with that orange. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye, and I'll be right back. All right, friends, so both eyes have gotten this far. So what I'm going to do is take a little bit more of that concealer that I had earlier, and I'm going to place it in the center of the eye. I'm going to create what they call a halo eye. So we're going to put a little bit of concealer there, make a little space. And I think I'm going to use this shade Rage right here. It's somewhat like a bluish gray, very shimmery. So that's what I'm going to be packing on the lid right there. All right, guys, I'm going to go around that shade, just right on the outer corners with this deep bluish purple shade, Nawa O. And forgive me if I'm pronouncing these things wrong. And dead smack in the center of that blue, I'm going to use this shade Ambitious. And it's like a silver, just like a swipe of that. Now I'm about to go around the dark brown area again and try to blend it on the outer corners without taking too much away. Just going back around and putting everything back. We're going to go back into that orange shade and go around that brown. Alright, friends, so that's what we have so far. I'm going to clean up under my eye just a little bit, not too much. It is a lot of fallout. I suggest doing your face last. I'm going to apply a deep blue liner in my waterline. And I'm also going to apply some mascara to my top lash line. I'm using Urban Decay's mascara Perversion because I'm going to be putting on some lashes too. And then we're going to do a winged liner. We're going to be using the Flat Cat Eye. This is by L'Oreal. You guys know I've been loving it a lot lately. going to be applying these Ardell lashes, and I'll be back to do the bottom lash line. Stay tuned. And those are your eyes and lashes, and I think it is so pretty. So pretty. So I just applied my primer. I'm going to set this part to music like I have been doing in these tutorials, because honestly the tutorial is all about the eyes and the palette, but I know a lot of people like to see the whole look come together, so I still include it even though I'm not talking through it. So just sit back and relax, listen to the music while I apply my face, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I was sitting here talking to myself possibly for about the last 15 minutes thinking that I pressed record. I apologize. On the bottom lash line, all I did was apply Benefits Roller Lash. I didn't do anything else there, just mascara. And in the inner corner, I used the shade in the palette called Ambitious. This was the very pale bluish grayish shade that I started out with. In the inner, the center of the eye, I used that right here in the inner corner. I think that was the shade. No, I could be mistaken, y'all. No, I think I used Rage in the center of the eye. So this one, I went even lighter and I used Ambitious in the inner corner. And I apologize. I'm glad I didn't do my lips yet. I looked up and the little red dot was not on the screen. So, big fail. All right, so I'm going to be applying my lip now. I'm going to be using my trusty lip liner from ColourPop. This is a deep brown. Alright guys, you know I always seem to go back to my Anastasia Beverly Hills glosses when I'm looking for a shade. I have a lot of them and I have a lot of CoverGirl lipsticks. If you guys would like to see a video of me swatching all of my CoverGirl lipsticks, let me know. Because those are a lot more affordable and you may be thinking about buying them. I think all of them are still in store. And if they're not in store, then they're definitely on Amazon. So just let me know, okay? I'm going to go with the shade Tara. I think that's what this says. I could barely see. Tara or Tara. I don't know if it's a Gone with the Wind reference. I don't know. But anyway, here we go. We're going to go with that. All right, guys, so that is Tara or Tara. Very, very pretty. Really like that. Okay, so I'm going to go away, do something with this hair of mine, and I'll be back. Also, if you'd like to know where I got this head cap from, because I think someone else asked me where I got this satin cap. It's satin on the inside, and it is like velvet on the outside, but it is such a pretty blue. I actually got this from my local beauty supply store, so I didn't even bother to look at the brand, so I'm sorry. I'll look inside of the cap and see if there's like a sticker or something to tell me that, because a lot of people like these. They're very big and stretchy. All right, so I'll be back with my hair. Stay tuned. All right, friends, so this is your completed look using the Wahala 2 palette. And next time I pick up this palette, we're going to do something really fun and outrageous. Let me show you these colors again. You see all those glitters and everything. So next time I pick it up, I promise we're going to do something really fun and crazy and glittery. But today I decided to keep it a little bit more safe. Just a little bit more safe. A lot of people might look at this look and say, I'm not wearing that anywhere, but many people will. So that is it. I will talk to you guys in the next video. I think I'm going to be using, I think I have one more palette that I've never used. Maybe one. So I don't even know the name of it, but I know it's over here in the box. So I'm going to get that out and we're going to use that. In the meantime, I'm going to be trying to get my hands on the Wahala 1 so that we can compare and contrast and everything. Is it worth getting the 1 and the 2? I don't know. So because I don't have it in my hand, but we will see. All right, I will talk to you next time. Cyber kisses. Bye.